Hello there. So, yeah, I know that it's only March, but now it's April, which means a quarter of the year is over. And as someone who loves making movie lists, I just wanted to talk about my favorites of the year so far. When the ultimate top 15 list will drop at the end of the year, many of the films I'm going to talk about now aren't probably going to be on that list. So, in order to let them get their time to shine before the release of many other new films, and purely because I just wanted an excuse to talk about them again, here's my current list of my top 10 favorite films of 2026 so far. Now, mind you, I have been to theaters 34 times this year so far, and from that, I have seen 22 films from this year, and I'm going to be listing my current top 10 from those 22 films. Also, I am sure Nukkad Natak would have fared very high on the list, but sadly, I could not see it in theaters, and neither have I been able to access it online. So, without further ado, here is my list as of now. Number 10, Chatta Pacha The Ring of Rowdies. Now, granted, I don't think that this is a great film. It has a few issues for sure. Ultimately, the pacing feels too rushed, the conflicts are resolved too easily, unimportant subplots take center stage, and I just wish I connected with the characters a lot more and had a stronger emotional investment in the overall narrative. But I will never forget just how exciting and riveting the wrestling sequences were. Yes, it's not very realistic, but the heightened reality of the film justifies the stylish tone. The editing can get a little janky at times, but the spectacular direction more than makes up for it with the jaw-dropping fight sequences. This certainly could have been a lot more, but I still had a good time at the movies. Number 9, Ikkis. This is a war movie that encourages brotherhood and pacifism amongst the neighboring countries of India and Pakistan. It may be a simple message, but it's definitely one we need right now. The film is well made, though I am a bit ethically conflicted about the filmmaking of the war sequences. Sometimes they are a little janky, and in the parts where they are thrilling, I don't know whether the film wants me to enjoy it or not. But my favorite thing about this film is its progressive politics. It's a movie that encourages forgiveness and love instead of bigotry and hate. It's a pro-humanist movie first and a war movie second. Sriram Raghavan delivered a moving film that propagates communal love while highlighting the senselessness of war. Number 8, Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die. This is just a bonkers film with some really electric filmmaking and hilariously sharp social commentary about today's digital age and our endless consumption of content on the internet. I also adore how nuts the movie is. It unapologetically executes some wacky and colorfully weird ideas with utmost conviction. But also the sheer lunacy of the film sometimes tends to get in the way of me connecting with the characters. Sadly, the film did not leave me with much emotional resonance, but despite that, the movie perfectly captures the current anxieties and nightmares of contemporary times. It's one of the most original and entertaining theatrical experiences that I've had in a while. Number 7, Crime 101. This is a sleek and stylish crime drama with solid performances and genuinely great filmmaking. With its inventive use of reflections, rack focuses, match cuts, and controlled shot choices, this film elevates its script with fantastic direction. My ultimate gripe would be the fact that the film feels shockingly chill for a thriller. The stakes don't feel as high as the film makes it out to be, and I wish we spent a lot more time with the characters. I hope that I would resonate with them on a deeper level. There was a lot of potential for the lead characters to be a little more fleshed out, but despite that, I had a damn good time. It's very evidently inspired by crime capers like Heat, and though there are very few films that reach the level of something like Heat, I still enjoyed watching this film. Reheated nachos is still very good nachos. Number 6, Hoppers. It's always a wonderful feeling to watch a new original Pixar movie that's actually really damn good. The animation is not groundbreaking, but it still really is solid. The visual gags are incredibly funny, aided by a genuinely heartwarming story about environmental preservation, empathy for animals, and fighting corrupt politicians. Sure, the politics is too oversimplified, but its heart is definitely in the right place, alongside some charmingly cute characters and a moving story that had me emotionally invested. This is one of the year's best pleasant surprises. Number 5, Happy Patel Khatarnak Jasoos. This is just a gleefully fun, funny, zany, and bizarre movie from top to bottom. I was laughing my ass off in that cinema hall, absolutely delighted by what I was watching. It could have gotten tiring to stuff so many jokes throughout the movie, but never once did that happen for me. This is the kind of movie that knows exactly what it is and does not try to be something else. It's incredibly confident in its vision and fully committed to its silly tone that it all mostly works. It's like our own desi version of the Naked Gun franchise, where the film runs at a brisk pace of one hilarious gag per minute. I would love to see more films like this from Hindi cinema, if I'm being honest. Number 4, Tu Ya Main. This is genuinely one of the best theatrical experiences that I have had this year. It works as a tender yet modern love story while seamlessly switching genres into an intensely gripping survival thriller. The shift in genre and filmmaking language is also commendable, but man, that second half really was something. I was utterly terrified and audibly reacting to the film by aggressively moving around in sheer panic at what I was watching. The background score, songs, and needle drops are all bangers, and even its mostly good CGI blends in perfectly well with the carefully calibrated direction. I was skeptical but curious about this one when I saw the trailer, but I'm so glad that this movie turned out to be such a banger. Number 3, Send Help. This was a hilariously entertaining yet equally bloody, gory, and fucked up theatrical experience. It's dripping with style, flair, and the usual Raimi camp that I have missed. It's not at all perfect, but I had such a good time at the movies, man. I mean, it's mean and nasty while also being a critique of toxic work culture and patriarchy. It's also got the usual Raimi-isms that I was expecting. There is a match cut towards the end here that had me gleefully cheering. I am so glad to see Sam Raimi back at the director's chair. Number 2, Project Hail Mary. This is undoubtedly one of the best films of the year so far. Maybe not my favorite, but it's pretty close. Seeing this on an IMAX screen opening weekend has already cemented this as one of my favorite theatrical experiences of the year. I think the best thing the movie has going for it is its comedy. The film just delivers a series of wonderful jokes, and everyone has also been rightfully raving about the deliciously ethereal imagery that has left most audiences too stunned to speak. Plus, composer Daniel Pemberton delivers some spectacular work in this film as well. But the film does suffer from a mild pacing problem where a quarter of it felt like rapid montages. Plus, everyone has been talking about how the third act has like a million endings, and they are not wrong. But the film certainly has an effective beating heart when it primarily focuses on the lovely relationship between Grace and Rocky. I had a big old stupid smile on my face as I watched two lovable friends solve problems together and save the world. Ultimately, it just felt so nice to have a damn good time at the movies, man. And number 1, 28 years later, The Bone Temple. This movie rocks. It's a film about faith and how it's misused by lunatic men who exploit and indoctrinate young and impressionable minds into believing their fantasies. But it also explores the potential humanity within zombies. It is not only an interesting angle conceptually, the film also makes full use of its emotional potential. And though I did miss a bit of the frantic energy of the first film, I admire this film for doing its own thing. It still feels like it's part of that universe while crafting its own unique identity with a more classical approach to its filmmaking language. I also found it interesting that this film felt partly like a hangout movie, since the first film had to do the heavy lifting of reintroducing this world with a new set of characters. But that doesn't mean that this film does not have moments where it's just batshit insane, because there are such moments in this film and it's glorious to witness. The comparatively more operatic score and its use of needle drops is just really well done. Plus it plays the right songs for the moments of contemplation, but also for the moments where shit is just dialed to 11. I never doubted Nia DaCosta to deliver, but man am I blown away by what she has managed to capture here. She's carried the baton from Boyle in a very beautiful way. It's an entertaining zombie flick about how many cult leaders today are in power simply by ruling over other people's fears and insecurities and slowly stripping away their humanity and critical thinking abilities in the process. It's never not a wonderful feeling when a film that you're incredibly excited for turns out to be just as good, if not better, than you were expecting. But yeah, this film is easily my favorite film of the year so far. So yeah, these are my top 10 films of 2026 as of this moment. I might make another one of these lists when we are halfway through the year in the end of June. Until then, feel free to comment down below on your own personal top 10 list. Thank you guys for watching. Like, share, subscribe, you know the drill. Your support means the world to me. And until next time, I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.